Hello, hello, and welcome to Tuesday, the 6th of January. All right, again, there we go. We've got a little bit of a faster start there on FB this morning. So welcome. Hope you have a lovely day. All right, so today we still have the moon in Leo, which is lovely. All right, so we're looking at matters of the heart, children, romance, creativity. There's always joy when it comes to a Leo moon. And we've got some actual lovely aspects today. Or, I mean, it's relative really because we're all on this journey of self discovery. So when we get the opportunity, which is what aspects give us to do the work, then when we know about it, then we do the work. All right, so let's just have a look at the moon first. Actually, I'll wait 2 seconds to see whether. No, no one's here yet. No, okay, let's just keep going. All right, so the moon today is in a growing trine with Chiron. All right, so there is opportunity available to you to be doing the healing work. All right, so that is at 3 p.m. Now, after 12 o'clock, we also have the moon is starting to square Uranus. Oh, there we go. We've got some people. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Helen. My lovely class. I love you guys. I hope you are using the information that we went through well. I know I keep referring back to my notes, and I'm definitely trying to implement the actions that we spoke about. So, so today, Moon in Leo starts to square Uranus. All right, so we can expect some changes starting around that 12 o'clock mark. So if you look at it, that the trine to Chiron is at 3, and then those changes start to sort of happen around lunchtime, you can see that if you are doing the work and addressing things, by the time we get to that 3 o'clock mark, you may have moved through something, or you may be able to heal from a situation that previously you would have held back from, or there's a multitude of things. But um then after 5 o'clock we have an inconjunct. All right, so remember there is that adjustment required to Saturn, and that is exact at 10 p.m. So I think as we watch the day roll on, as far as the moon is concerned, I can see we may have some sensitivities that, if we work towards change, will eventually allow us to adjust our thinking to be able to do the hard thing. Or, Saturn is in these last degrees of Pisces. So we're actually like addressing those subconscious limitations and choosing to change and heal. They're all sort of happening, so just mix them up and they all work together. All right, another one that is beautiful for today is that the moon is sorry, the sun is exactly conjunct Venus. That did start yesterday, but it is exact at 2 a.m. tomorrow morning, so it's so close right now. They're both tracking at they're now both at 15 degrees. So the Venus is at 15, the Sun is at 15, and Mars is at 16. So we've got all of these, like I was saying yesterday, we've got like 11 conjunctions this month. So a lot of work to be done. Now, good morning, Susan. How are you? I did actually pull a card today to start off with, and it is Kookaburra, and it's saying to watch the cosmic cues. So I love this. So it says, wait for your cue from the universe. Stay focused on your goal, and Kookaburra knows when the right time is to act. So I completely agree with this one. Let me read the words and we can sort of work through a little bit more too. So feeling confident is your mantra today, all right? Be confident, feel confident in the things that you are addressing, because you should be feeling confident. Let the ideas flow and see if you can establish the groundwork, or even just understand what feels good and needs to happen for you to start off on the right foot. The more you pay attention to your automatic thoughts, the more you can adjust which way you need to go. And I mean that is part of that, that Chiron, the Pisces Saturn, and those subconscious places that we stay in until we notice that we have this preconditioned conversation with ourselves, and then we're like, no, I'm going to heal from that. I'm going to change and move in this positive new direction because I love myself, because Venus in Capricorn is conjunct the sun. Now, I was talking yesterday about her being under the beams and being burnt alive as such, but she's also definitely highlighting um, these processes that we need to have in our lives that come from us loving ourselves enough to know that we need the discipline, the endurance, the foundational structure. All right, and to do that, we need to pay attention to how we're building our lives. All right, let me just click the button and start again. All right, so what else is going on? So now Mercury's at 6. So Mercury's not really getting into this story yet. It's 9 degrees away. I mean, it is in the story, but Mercury's catching up to the reality of the situation. And I think all of this Capricorn and the processes that we're using, the foundations that guide our lives, how we want to re-establish strength in ourselves and our businesses. All right, our businesses, absolutely. I mean, here's the beginning of the year, and we're all like, oh, okay. And it is just a calendar year. Remember that. Any day is a new day. But here we are at the beginning of a year, sort of asking ourselves, what do we want to try and achieve this year? Up until when everything moves into Aquarius, when we start to innovate, which is closer to the end of the month, then still now we're just like solid, rational thinking. All right. So don't try to, I mean, you can do new things every single day, but at the moment it's like, what's working? So what has worked before? That's another one. Um, we've had so much upheaval in the last couple of years that it's like, oh, when was that time that it worked right? I don't know. Like I know I can't. I know there was a period of time in my business, like whilst I was living here, that everything just flowed smoothly. And I'm like, when was that? What was I doing? Was that perimenopause, or was that like like there's, I don't know about you, but my memory is just gone now. So I'm like, all right, so where in my basket of tricks have I got tools that worked before? So that's another one. I mean, there's no retrogrades happening here specifically to say that I'm looking backwards, but you still have those toolboxes that have all of the tools that you have used before. So go digging around in those and see what you loved previously. All right. What else? I've got little notes here. The Venus Mars conjunction that is happening. I love it. I love it. But it's a very practical, pragmatic nature. So maybe you and your person are trying to reestablish some structure in your lives, or maybe the romance is being rekindled because you do feel safe and secure. That's another one too. Like relationships don't have to be always horny and passionate. They can just be reliable and safe. And that makes you feel like, oh my God, I love you because I feel safe. All right. So don't forget our inner children, especially if we had lives that were unpredictable as kids, they just crave security. They crave comfort. They crave the knowledge that they're not going to starve. They're going to have enough money. They're going to have enough security. So, maybe having a look at your lives and seeing where the stability is, and then, um, paying homage. I don't know where that came from, but paying homage to the people that are reliable in your life. Good morning, Paulette. How are you? All right. So just a reminder, we have that Cosmic Cues, which is Kookaburra. So I love that one. Just gorgeous. And let's pick a card. Just okay, so teamwork makes the dream work. Do things from a place of love. They were the two little notes that I wrote for myself. So let's have a go. What card is going to be perfect? Oh, this one. Oh, it's the Grug one. You know, there are plenty of cards in this deck that I've not yet seen. So today we have card number 13. All the willows know your name. There we go. I love that one. Go Grug. I'd love to buy that book for my grandbabies. That was such a good book. Series, not just book, series. All right. Glasses. Okay. All right. Being witnessed and seen by another. I love that. Being understood and the flexibility of healthy relationships and interdependence. There we go. There's that paying homage to reliable relationships where you feel safe, seen, and secure. I like that. All right. It is such a beautiful feeling to know that you are truly seen by another or by a whole community. When you are known, accepted, and witnessed by others, you have a wonderful sense of connection and communication. You feel the grounded safety of belonging. These are the kinds of relationships present in your life now, and they provide you with plenty of room to grow. This sense of connection rises from a space of transparency, honesty, trust, and radical self acceptance. You naturally invite others to see you as you see yourself, in the fullness of your expression. When you shine, it comes from a true desire to share, and it's compelling and attractive to others who can appreciate you. Know that right now you are seen, witnessed, respected, appreciated, and accepted. You don't have to look for approval. You already have it. Remember that you shine on behalf of the divine. And isn't it amazing that all the willows know your name? Doesn't that feel good? I love that. And especially because, like, the words for today are you feeling confident? Because you should be. All right. So, I don't like that word should, but I think in this context, it's relevant. You've got the groundwork. You just need to pay attention to the shit that you tell yourself because most of the time it's not real. It's not helpful. And doing the work is exactly that, just countering your thoughts and making them the most positive version that they can be. So that is me today, guys. I will not be on tomorrow because I am going into Launceston. But we do have the Sun conjunct Venus is at 3:35 a.m. at 16 degrees of Capricorn. So if you have anything at those cardinal points, being Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, or Libra, at that midpoint, you will be feeling this. And the moon does move into Virgo at 3:57 a.m. So by the time you wake up tomorrow, we're going to have maybe you can do your paperwork tomorrow. Maybe you need to declutter. Maybe you can deal with health issues. I'm going for a doctor's appointment. So think of those Mercury in Capricorn ruling the Virgo moon. All right. So again, great day to do paperwork. Um, you know, uh, Analyze data. Maybe you can look at the statistics or spreadsheets, or maybe it's time for you to write out your plan of attack. If you have been sort of getting into the flow of things, maybe tomorrow's a great day to grab that pen and paper. So obviously I will put the words up, but yeah, it is a great day tomorrow to process, transform, and plan. All right, so I love all of those things, and yeah, that's me. So I hope you have a fabulous day. Mwah. Actually, one more click to see if there's anyone here. Oh, there we go. Stop. Okay. That's exactly what I've done. Surrounded myself with fantastic community that uplifted me and see me for who I am. I love that, Christy. You are an inspiration and you're doing fabulous. I'm so don't feel bad that I'm saying I'm proud of you. I've just already seen so much growth in you in the last 6 months. So beautiful work done by everyone. Mwah. See ya.